And I've had this dream, I think, inside of me since I was a child to be a pro gamer. And I've grown up, and I've looked up to what was at that back in time called MTW, where a guy named Danish Sonik was playing. And then when I was studying at CBS, I randomly started working with him in the IT department, and then he was at that point he was not so much into gaming, but he had been a very large pro gamer in Denmark. And then he got offered this new role to be the head coach of what's called Astralis back then, which is a huge Danish gaming. Most people probably know it if they do gaming. And then that kind of like sparked my again like the thought about pro gaming. So after I was about to finish the CBS, most people were going out to work, and I was like, if I should ever have a chance of becoming a pro gamer, it's now, because I'm already old, and I'm getting older and older. My girlfriend at the time, my wife now, she supported it. She was like, but if you want to go for it, then really go for it, because I don't want like half-assed. So I went all in, and I was playing Counter-Strike and doing theory and stuff like that for like 12 hours a day for 2 years, and we got pretty far with the team, but in the end it was just too much of a trade-off from family and friends and the girlfriend, and like I barely had any time to do anything else. So in the end I was like, maybe I should just use my finance degree to something. So that's kind of the story there.
That sounds like really intensive period, but well, you took your shot, you tried. It's good to have no regrets.
Exactly. I think as I'm getting older and older, I actually look back at that point in time in my life and feel like I was extremely motivated back then, and it's really nice to have felt that at least, and that's also something you can put into your work, and really, if you find that spark in your everyday work life, then the motivation just comes, I think. So it's nice, and it's also very, very fun to have tried it out. I think if I didn't try it out, I would always regret it. So now I did it, and it was a fun period, intense but fun, and now we're here.
Sounds like a perfect opportunity you took, but what do you think you took from being a gamer professionally or semi-professionally to your current work in the finance, in the mindset, how do you work with product, how do you work with leadership?
Yeah. I think a lot. So I was what is defined as the in-game leader. So I was basically the leader of our team, which you wouldn't think that 5 guys playing computer games all day would have any problems. But I assure you there are many interpersonal problems when you are playing 12 hours a day together. So I think that managing the people expectations, setting up the culture of the team, making sure that everyone was feel like they were heard, and there was many emotions, and like trying to cope with that in a high-paced environment, I think was many of the skills that I could then bring to the table when I moved from pro gaming, semi-pro gaming, because it's a universal skill to be able to collaborate, to be able to generate a culture where you really feel like people are being able to perform to their best of their ability, and that's something I think sometimes is overlooked in the general like business world, because it's maybe sometimes it's not maybe what's most focused on, I would say. If, for example, in Deloitte, right? In Deloitte, they are very, very result orientated, which is like a very good thing. But sometimes when you are very focused on the goal, you sometimes kind of miss the target, because the people that need to do the work doesn't do it properly, because they're not motivated just from a goal, basically. So. Does that make sense?
Yeah, in Deloitte, I think it's very focused on the outcome and, personal, being seen personally in your personal development